officers of the Cook County Jail in their rendition of the Cell Block Tango.
Ha! 6.
Squish.
Cicero.
Lipschitz.
Ha! 6.
Squish.
Cicero.
Lipschitz.
Ha! 6.
Squish.
Cicero.
Lipschitz.
Ha! 6.
Squish.
Cicero.
Lipschitz. He had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it,
I bet you would have done the same. Ha! 6.
Squish.
Cicero. You know how people have their little habits that get you down? Like Bernie. Bernie, he liked to chew gum. No, not chew. Ha! Well, I come home from work one night, I'm really irritated, looking for a little sympathy. And there's Bernie, laying on the couch drinking a beer and chewing. No, not chewing. Pop! So I says, Bernie, you pop that gum one more time. And he did. So I took the shotgun off the wall and I fired 2 warning shots into his head.
He had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame.
I met Ezekiel Young from Salt Lake City about 2 years ago, and he told me he was single, and we hit it off right away. So we started living together. He'd go to work, he'd come home, I'd mix him a drink, we'd have dinner. Well, it was like heaven in 2.5 rooms. But then I found out. Single, he told me, single my ass. Not only was he married, oh no, he had 6 wives. One of those Mormons, you know. So that night when he came home from work, I mixed him his drink as usual. You know, some guys just can't hold their arsenic.
Lipschitz. Pop. 6. Squish. Cicero. Lipschitz. Pop. 6. Squish. Cicero. Lipschitz. Pop. 6. Lipschitz.
Now I'm standing in the kitchen, carving up the chicken for dinner, minding my own business, when in storms my husband, Wober, in a jealous rage. You've been screwing the milkman, he says. But he was crazy, and he kept screaming, you've been screwing the milkman. And then he ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
If you'd have seen it, I bet you would have done the same.
Mi kieres as man koides like merk mi verit. Alles gaba tama fejen. Adenemigos, anadlan voyok. Nem tudom, med man je Uncle Sam hogienta dem. Trobotom. Adin dogishen meg marasni. Adon namatodek meg. But did you do it? Not guilty.
My sister Veronica and I did this double act, and my husband Charlie used to travel around with us. Now, for the last number in our act, we did these 20 acrobatic tricks in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, splits, spread eagles, backflips, flip-flops, one right after the other. Well, this one night we're in the Cicero. The 3 of us sitting up in a hotel room, boozing, having a few laughs. And we ran out of ice, so I went out to get some. I come back, open the door, and there's Veronica and Charlie doing number 17, the spread eagle. Well, I was in such a state of shock or completely blacked out, I can't remember a thing. It wasn't until later when I was washing the blood off my hands I even knew they were dead. They had it coming. They had it coming. They had it coming all along. I didn't do it, but if I'd done it, how could you tell me that I was wrong?
They had it coming. They had it coming. They had it coming all along. I didn't do it, but if I'd done it, how could you tell me that I was wrong? He'd go out every night looking for himself. And along the way, he found Ruth, Gladys, Rosemary, and Irving. I guess you could say we broke up because of artistic differences. He saw himself as alive, and I saw him dead. The dirty bum, 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 the dirty bum, 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 bum. They had it coming, they had it coming, they had it coming all along. And they were to tell us that we were wrong. They had it coming, they had it coming, they only had themselves to blame. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, I bet you would have done the same.
You pop that gun one more time. Single my ass.
Yes, Uncle Sambo told
Number
me.
17, the spread eagle.
Artistic differences.